Welcome back. I forgot to mute the music again. Sorry. All right, here we go. Welcome back, you beautiful people, to another Class vs. Crass Gaming podcast on a Monday, because the internet here did not agree with us and did not want us to have a Sunday podcast. So if you were with us last week or yesterday, I'm so sorry. The internet in my whole area just completely went down. It didn't come back up until 20 minutes later, in which at that point, there's no point in coming back up. I had really given up on the episode. So here we are, back with a proper episode number. What are we at now? 127, which we're going to go over We're not going to go over what we've been playing because who cares what we played in the last 24 hours. But we're going to go over this Nintendo Direct that happened last week. We're going to talk about Nintendo Switch Online. We're going to talk about Sean's wonderful t-shirt. What's on your shirt today?
It's from the Long Island Retro Expo that I went to.
The one 2 weeks
Couple.
ago?
No, that was no, it was like a month ago.
I don't know. I lose track of Mr. Hollywood's journeys.
Okay.
So we'll skip the formalities. I'm Jason, your host. Joining me as always, RGT85. This is usually a 1-hour podcast that's broken down into some segments. We're going to skip the first two. We're not going to be talking about what we're snacking on. We're not going to be talking about what we've been playing. We're going to get right into love it, like it, hate it, or meh, which I think we have a headline. Wait for it. Boom, there we go. We got some new title cards for these sections. So we're going to go over every item in the Nintendo Direct that dropped last Thursday. And we're going to go whether we love it, like it, hate it, or meh. But really, who are we kidding? We loved everything in it. Do we really need to go through this? I don't know. It's probably one of the best Directs we saw out there, right?
Yeah, there's some stuff that I didn't love.
Oh,
but
there was some meh stuff? All right.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into it. I got the lists. We're going to go in chronological order. So the first thing that was up was Luigi's Mansion 3 without any intro or anything. Just drop, boom, announce. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I love it. I think it looks great. It's a game that I think a lot of people wanted, especially with the 3DS Luigi's Mansion announcement. Everyone was like, "Why isn't this on the Switch instead?" But yeah, it's super cool. I'm not 100% sure that'll hit 2019. I think that game might end up be getting delayed because it seems pretty early in the production, but you never know. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Love it.
Are you familiar with the other two? I've never played a Luigi's Mansion somehow.
Yeah, I reviewed Dark Moon on an old website that I worked for, and I own Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. Really pretty game, especially if you have that GCHD adapter.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good looking game, and it's short though. It's only like you could beat it in like 6 hours.
Okay, I actually got it on the GameCube. It's right back there on my shelf. The weird story is I got that GameCube. Like, I don't even know. I got those games in that GameCube at a time where I had moved on, so I never bothered to plug it and play it. So I have it. I just never played it, which is crazy.
You should. It's a good game.
But I like it. I mean, it's a good series. I'm happy to see the series return. I do think it's going to come out next year. It's a fantastic Halloween title, and we'll probably see it in October 2019. So it's a great way, though. When I saw it, I was like, oh, of course, this makes so much sense with the whole Castlevania setup. It just feels so natural that they would announce a new Luigi's Mansion.
Or maybe a new Castlevania.
Oh, that's coming up next. Like, you got to admit, it's coming, right? Like,
I would think it is, but you can never trust Konami. Never trust Konami.
Yeah, I could see that. But you think with the whole popularity of the Netflix series, you're seeing all these spiritual successor spin-offs, you're seeing the IP being revived essentially through Smash. Like, come on, Konami, don't drop the ball on this one.
It's Konami. I have no faith in them. No faith.
Pachinko machines.
Right.
All right. After Luigi's Mansion 3, we were all reminded that the 3DS is still an active platform or portable that people play on, and we got 4 titles announced. First was Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, a remake of the Wii title that came out like 10 years ago, that includes some new bonus stages and features. Love it, like you hate it, or meh?
It's okay. Nah, I don't really care. I'm so over the 3DS. It's like, who cares?
Right. I know, the whole thing is. I like it. Kirby's Epic Yarn is one of those games I never picked up that I've wanted to, but I guess it's because there was always like another Kirby game to pick up, like the Planet Robobot or 3D. What's the 3D one before Planet Robobot? Triple Deluxe.
Yeah.
So there was always like a good Kirby game to play that I never bothered to go back to the Wii. So like it for me. That's coming out in 2019.
I'm pretty sure I own that game on the Wii, but I don't think I ever played it.
It's funny, eh? There should be a name for those types of games. Like the ones you own but you don't play or haven't played.
Shelf bunnies.
Shelf bunnies. I like it.
I guess. I don't know.
We'll call it the shelf bunnies. How many shelf bunnies do you have? People in the audience.
I think you're talking about me.
No, not you. I know you got quite a legion in there.
Yeah.
Are you drinking water again tonight? Because if it's 2 nights in a row with water, like,
yep.
Oh shit! Can someone check up on Sean? That's 2 nights that this guy's drinking water. First time in 4 years I see this guy drink anything that's not Diet Dr Pepper.
I'm trying to drink less soda. I think it's been giving me headaches.
Cutting off soda the way that you were drinking it is actually going to cause you more headaches.
I know. I haven't cut it off completely. It's just like I would say the past 2 or 3 days, I've only had like 3 or 4 cans.
Wow, that's
which is a lot. It's a lot for the average person, but for someone who was drinking nearly a 12-pack a day, it's quite a drop. So
you went from 12 to 1.
No, like 3 or 4.
Okay, still a 75% reduction.
Yeah. Right now, I drank 1 can today, and I've been sipping out of a 2-liter. But I mean, there's still plenty left.
When you say sipping, I just imagine you with like a little straw and a little cocktail umbrella and your 2-liter.
No, I drink it straight out of the bottle, man.
Of course, you're alone. Yes, Mind Funk. We are talking about what we're snacking because it's just weird. Like I've never seen Sean drink water, so I'm literally concerned about what's going on over there. But next we have on January 11th, 2019, we've got Bowser's Inside Story coming out, the 3rd remake of the Mario and Luigi series, and this one here comes with the new Bowser Jr. side story that's been added for this remake. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
Meh. Like
really,
it looks cool, but I'm not gonna play it. I know.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I like it, but it's gonna be a meh if we're talking about playing as well. Simply because I played Bowser's Inside Story like 2 years ago, and I'm not playing it again. Wow, a lot of mez in the chat. Look at that. You guys are not into the Mario and Luigi.
They're probably not into the 3DS.
Yeah, who is? And then we had, they showcased Luigi's Mansion, reminding everyone it's coming out October 12th with a new 2-player mode. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I like it. I probably actually will play that just because, I don't know, that's a nice game to have portably. The 2-player mode looks kind of silly though. Like it looks very choppy almost. So I'm not 100% sold on it. Plus it's local. Oops.
Right. Yeah. Any co-op 3DS game is just garbage. Just get that out of here. Remember how well Triforce Heroes did?
Yeah. Phenomenally.
Right. Ultra meh. Agent Iron Cat. I agree with you. Luigi's Mansion on 3DS, meh. Big meh. This next one is a huge meh for me. Yokai Watch Blaster is out now on the 3DS. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
Come on. I don't care. I never got into Yokai. Yokai doesn't do anything for me. And I actually tried to play the games because I ended up getting sent one. Right. But yeah, no, I could care less.
Phoenix left with a huge meh. Yokai Watch is just not catching on. I love how every time Yokai Watch is mentioned, there's one person that will say, "Oh, but it's big in Japan." That goes out to you, Decepticon, tonight. All right, now let's get to the meat of it. Switch announced 46 titles, or covered 46 titles in the Thursday Direct. We're going to go through all of it, starting with the weirdest trailer for Splatoon 2 version 4.0, which told me nothing about what's going on. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I don't really play Splatoon 2 that much anymore, but it's good for Splatoon players. Supposedly, I think that's going to be the last big update for the game, is what I've been hearing. So, yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. New maps, new weapons, new gear. It's good for players of the game.
Right. Meh for me, I don't care. Especially now that we're going to have this whole Switch Online business. Splatoon 2 might take a knock. I still have to play through the DLC, which I purchased, but that's better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my son wanted it, so I got it. Then we've got Mega Man 11 coming out October 2nd. Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I like it. I think it looks good. I'll be reviewing it, I'm sure, on the channel, as long as I can remain patient and not pre-purchase the game and then get the damn review copy sent over. But yeah, it looks good. It looks like it'll be fun. I'm not the hugest Mega Man fan in the world. Like, I'm not a hardcore Mega Man fan. I'm not really super great at the game either. But yeah.
It's pretty. It's kind of a meh to me. Did you try the demo by any chance?
Yes.
How'd you like the demo?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. What I realized is I don't like Mega Man anymore. Because I've experienced so many other platformers and I enjoy those platformers. The difficulty in Mega Man is not the kind of difficulty I enjoy. Like, it's a slow, kind of be accurate, careful with, like, you gotta kind of learn the patterns of what shots. And
it's old school.
It's old school, and I'm not a fan of old school anymore. So,
ooh, wow.
Don't be offended. Don't take it personally.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, man, for me. Then we got another update coming out from Mario Tennis. New players, new modes. Love it like a hater, man.
I like it. I think it's cool that they're supporting the game still. And they said very briefly, you had to listen very closely, that they're adding new characters until next June. So that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, if I was more into Mario Tennis, I'd love it. As you said, it's cool, but it's kind of meh for me just because I'm not going to get this. I don't have Mario Tennis, nor do I want to get it. As Agent Ironcat says, back to the previous topic of Mega Man, Gunvolt is better. Totally agree with you there. Loke saying Mega Man 11 wasn't hard. I'm not saying it was hard. I'm saying the type of difficulty, like the challenge that the game offers, like every game has a challenge, and the type of challenge that game offers is not the type I enjoy. Like the mini boss on, I forget what stage it is, probably the construction one, whatever. There's like this cylindrical mini boss that's like 4 pieces, and then it just like bounces around and jumps you, and you have to figure out what the pattern is. Like, I'm not into that. I'm done. I'm over. Give me more like Hollow Knight or Guacamelee. Next one, we had Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle, which came out of nowhere. Comes out tomorrow. Holy shit. Comes bundled with 7 games: Final Fight, King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, Battle Circuit. Love it, like it, hate it, or man.
Love it.
Really?
I was an idiot. Right. I was an idiot, and I preloaded the game, and then I got a review copy of the game sent over today. So I'll be actually doing a giveaway on my review of Capcom Beat 'em Ups collection. So that should be up sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're ever swimming in codes, you can toss them over to this channel.
I'm never swimming in codes.
Just
yeah, I love it.
Speaking of codes,
oh yeah,
there is a code on this channel. We are giving away a copy of, what's it called? Little Dragon's Cafe on the Switch. This is a $60 game, the most expensive game that's ever been given out on this podcast. Who just subscribed? Nathan, welcome to the crew, to the classy crew. So just head over into the description below. There is a link there, a gleam.io link. You go in there, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and you have to follow me on Twitter. And then you can enter a multiple of other ways by following Sean on Twitter, retweeting a tweet, tweeting, following the Class vs. Crass Instagram, all those things. And we're going to draw the winner next Sunday. And you might be the new owner of a Little Dragon Cafe game. Have you played it, by the way?
No.
No, I have no idea what it's about. Decepticon, day one, my brother and I used to play these games on emulators. So the funny thing is, these games I used to be big into beat 'em up games, and I've never played any of these.
You never played Final Fight?
Nope.
Wow.
Weren't
it's all the arcade. Well, Final Fight came out on the Super Nintendo. It was heavily censored.
Oh, okay.
They took the women out.
What? Why?
Well, because you can't punch women.
Oh.
I mean, it's self-defense,
But back then in the early 90s, could you really tell it from like you had the mohawk or the foot?
Oh, yeah, you could. But what's weird is they didn't make them do that in Double Dragon. Because Double Dragon, you had the Lindas, and you would beat the shit out of them. So, I don't know. Like,
maybe Linda was just a bitch. Like...
No, that was the character. Yeah, it was a character name. There was like all the women in the game were named Linda.
Wow. Maybe the developer had a ex-wife named Linda or something.
Something, I don't know.
No, I was more into like Golden Axe. I remember spending so much money into the Simpsons arcade beat 'em up game.
Well, yeah, that game's awesome.
Yeah. As one of John says, whipping Linda is fine apparently.
Yeah, you gotta get the whip when you because she comes out with the whip and then you punch her and she drops it.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Capcom beat 'em up bundles. Honestly, there's so many games to play. I doubt I'll pick this up, but I like it. Next, coming out January 11th, the same day as Bowser's Inside Story, you can pick up New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which I'm pretty sure I called this like a month ago. That we would get more Wii U ports to fill up the gap. And it comes with the new Super Luigi DLC, as well as now you can play as Toadette, because nobody likes Blue Toad. They axed him, or was it Yellow Toad? I forget which Toad they axed. Now you can play as Toadette, who can evolve into Peachette, which opens up a whole new world of canon side stories in the Mario universe. Love it like a hater, man.
Meh.
Over the 2D Marios?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it was a decent game on the Wii U. It's going to be a decent game on the Switch. People will buy it.
Right.
But for me, I don't care.
I also don't care, but I like it because there's a market for it. So many people would not have played it on the Wii U. And the fact that they're like, oh, you want to play 2D Mario? Boom. Here you go. We're not wasting resources on a new game. Love it. So I love that part.
Yeah.
What do you think of Toadette? No,
I don't
Toadette?
care.
Peachette. It's Peachette.
Yeah, it's Peachette. Kind of weird, but meh.
I find it weird that they'll like go to such great lengths to create all these. Like Peachette's gonna end up in Mario Party eventually. Like there's gonna be all these side characters about it. Gold Peach, Baby Peach.
Probably.
Peachette. Yeah, it's weird. Mario U is like Skyrim, very special edition.
Right.
You could say that. Next was the big surprise for me. Katamari Damacy coming out this winter, 2018 it says. So it's coming out in the next 2-3 months. Love it.
December 7th.
Love it, love it, love it, or love it. Love it
Love
like
it.
a hater, man.
December 7th.
Oh, they have a release date now.
Yeah.
I missed it. This was crazy. I wasn't expecting this at all. Like this was totally left field. Were you a fan of the Katamari Damacy series?
Yes. It's phenomenal.
Don't use your sigh voice like I know everything that you like.
You should know that I am a fan of Katamari Damacy.
How many do you have?
I've played them all. I only still own the first one now.
I'm pretty
Well, I take that back. I didn't play the one on the 360.
Oh, there was one on the 360. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
I have the original, and then Everybody Hearts Katamari on the PS2.
Beautiful Katamari.
Oh, that was
the name
one.
of it.
Then I have one on Vita. I think it's Touch My Katamari or something, because it used like the back of the Vita. Yeah, it's great to see this series come back. I'm pretty sure this game contributed to my divorce at one point, because my now ex-wife absolutely hated this game.
You could be like the Fortnite guys.
Yeah, except mine goes towards the Katamari. She hated the song. The na 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 na. I love it.
Who could hate that?
Right? That
You should have divorced her right then.
that was the sign right there. So love it. Can't wait to see this game again. And the fact that it's moved over to a Nintendo platform, like first time, and it's HD like remastered. Oh man, just so many PS2 games. Anyway, next one, big one, Switch Online coming out tomorrow. Let's talk about the Switch Online. So for a low measly $20, let me sell this to you. $20 a year, you can get all that online play that you've been doing for the past year. Now you can pay us to do it. You can get 20 NES games, save data cloud, and you can use your phone for voice chat. And we're not going to talk about the controller still after. This whole Switch Online package, love it, like it, hate it, or meh?
Meh. Meh, leaning towards hate it.
Oh.
There's just too many problems with it. You know, there's too much. There's not enough meat with the potatoes. And the problem was that they talked so much about you know, how it was going to be this robust system and all this crap, and then this is what we end up getting. I think people would have paid more for you know, a more robust system like they had promised. But yeah, it's just, you know, the voice chat stuff is stupid. The 7 days, you know, if you don't play your NES or you don't connect to the internet within 7 days, your NES games go away is stupid.
Wait. Is it they go away? Oh, this is another thing with law confusion. Is it that they go away or you can't play them?
I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
Because in a way it makes sense, because if you start like
no, it should be a month. You can't I can't sign up for a 7-day Nintendo Switch Online pass, can I? No, it's the minimum is 1 month. So I should have access to those games for a minimum of 1 month. I should have access to those games. I should have access to those games for the time I sign up. If I sign up for 1 year, I should have access to those games for 1 year, regardless of whether I go on the internet or not.
Okay, I agree with you there. Yes, no complaints there. It's a very, very strange thing, especially the fact that it's been delayed twice now. We were really expecting it to come in with a roar, and it came in with a little toot instead. I'll give them points for the presentation. The whole animation and presentation was spot on. Really good stuff. But it was shit with a bow on it. I mean, I was leaning to getting this because of the saving your data in the cloud. But then when you stop paying your subscription, you lose your saved data in the cloud.
Right.
Which is... Like, it would be one thing if I can't access it after I stop paying, but to have it be deleted, I'm not into that. It's like, or at least let me back it up locally or something. There's just too many things. And the NES games, I'm not going to play them because we've already established I don't do the old school anymore.
That's probably the highlight of it for me, is the NES stuff with the online. I think that's going to be really fun.
I mean, the online, I think, is what you really want to be like. How are you going to play Doom on your Switch? How are you going to play Payday 2?
No, I mean online NES games.
Right. You're actually going to play that?
Yeah.
I could see that, yeah.
Like Tecmo Bowl and stuff? That would be super fun.
Yeah. Maybe. But do you have any value in online play? Like, are you going to be...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have to have it.
Yeah. I mean, it's only $20 a year too, so as much as we want to hate on it, it does feel like a heavily like discounted. Well, it's not even discounted. It feels like, well, you're not getting much, but you're also not paying for much. So it's like $2-3 a month, price of a coffee. But still, right. Man, it's a meh thing.
Indeed.
All right. Reading up on some. Actually, there's some pretty good comments in here. Let me get a few here. Devil Luke hates the online. Hopefully they fix it. He's on the hate side, he or she. Agent Ironcat doesn't care about online. Emmy Mac with the point. If you voted on the upcoming Splatfest, you have to buy it. If you want to keep playing Splatoon anyways.
That's true.
Decepticon agrees with you. So does PKJ. You should at least have it for a month if you're buying it for a month. It's pretty common sense, but Nintendo seems to always try to overcomplicate things. There should be some offline method of tracking the membership, to be honest, for sure. Lots of reluctance. No one really... Bowser and Bowser Jr. were cute in the trailer. Toad on his cell phone, absolutely. Like, this kind of makes you want to have like a short series. Like, I don't know. I would totally love a Mario series animated shorts. And Nintendo Null pointing out he's on the toilet. Congrats, man. All right, nice. Next up, Pokemon Let's Go Switch bundles revealed, coming out November 16th. That is, of course, the one that has the little Pikachu and Eevee on it. Love it like a hate or meh.
Meh, I don't really care.
Also, meh. It's really a shame that we're getting like, where was our Breath of the Wild bundle when that came out?
Well, they didn't need a bundle for that.
I guess not, but I would have liked a little exclusive. Every Zelda game before always came with a piece of hardware that was unique. You had the golden Wiimote, or the golden cartridge for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Like, there was always a golden hardware piece.
Or the golden ticket.
No, there was
no the golden ticket.
So the fact that we didn't get that for Breath of the Wild, it's a breaking tradition. He's got a golden ticket.
See, it's catchy.
Then they covered Diablo 3, which is coming out November 2nd. And of course, you can play as... Or you can skin yourself a la Ganondorf. Love it like a hit or meh.
Like it.
I also like it.
Very cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Super Mario Party coming out October 5th. Love it like a hit or meh.
Kind of like it.
It's looking pretty good.
It looks decent. It looks a lot better than what we've been getting, and I think the online stuff will be kind of fun too. I don't know. I think it has a chance.
It does. Didn't you review like the last 3 Mario parties?
At least 2. I know I did the one on the Wii U and then the one on the 3DS, and I
There was
did
like
not like
there was like
either of them.
3 on the 3DS. There was the top 100 minigame one, which is just,
I didn't do that.
yeah, that one was terrible. And then there was Star Rush, I think.
I think that's the one I did.
Also terrible. So, but this one's looking good, so I like it. Super Mario Party. This one I could see adding to my collection. Next, we got a new game revealed called Just Town. Working title, comes out in 2019. Love it like a hitter, man.
I got to see more. It has potential. I think the one town aspect is kind of weird. Seems almost like potentially a tech demo for what the next Pokemon game will look like. But yeah, I think it's okay.
It's meh. I didn't really get what it was. And the name is even more like Town. No thanks.
Yeah, well, that's not going to be the final name of it.
No, I know. Although, yeah, it was Project Octopath, which just became Octopath Traveler. Could be Town Builder or something. Next, we got another surprise announcement. City Skyline. Is that what it's called? City Skyline, yeah, with all the DLC is now available on the Switch as of last week. This is pretty much the, if you're not familiar with City Skyline, it's the Sim City that should have been Sim City, but Sim City shit the bed, so City Skyline took over. Love it like a hater, man.
Meh, I could care less.
I like it.
It's not the type of game I'll play.
I like it. I actually don't even know how much it is, but gotta save up some funds. Spider-Man emptied me out. Next, another 2019 title announced, Daemon X Machina. Love it like a hater, man.
Love it. I think it looks great. 4-player co-op. It's gonna be really cool.
Meh. Don't care. Next, Yoshi's Crafted World got its proper name and is confirmed for spring 2019. Love it like a hater, man.
I like it, but I think it's like too cute.
Just like, did you think of that with Woolly World?
Yeah. All those Yoshi, make Yoshi. He's a dinosaur. Like dinosaurs are supposed to be cool and badass.
Nah, he's a cute dinosaur.
Okay.
I love it.
Ew, that's $40. City Skylines edition.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. Yoshi's Crafted World, love it. Woolly World, I loved it, so I expect Crafted World to be the same.
Fair.
Next, another surprise announcement. Asmodee Digital confirming that a ton of board games are coming to the Switch. Why are you laughing?
I could care less about that.
All right, well, I didn't even ask the question. So first up, you got Carcassonne coming out December. I probably bastardized that name. Coming out December 2018. Followed by the Lord of the Rings card game in April 2019. But before that, Pandemic, March 2019. And then they also announced Munchkin and Catan coming later at one point. Love it like a hater, man.
I don't care. I don't care.
You've probably never played any of these games.
No, I've never even heard of any of these games. Like I've heard of Lord of the Rings because there's like books and movies, but yeah, other than that, I don't know shit about them.
Yeah, Carcassonne and Pandemic are really good. Munchkin and Catan, actually, these are pretty iconic board games. They're all fun. Yeah, I like it.
Well, Board James didn't cover them, so that's why I don't know anything.
He only covers old games from the 80s.
Well, those are when games are good.
So you heard of My Dream Phone then? Or Mr. Bucket?
Of course I've heard Mr. Bucket. Mr. Bucket, the ball's at the bottom of my mouth. I used to play Mr. Bucket.
Jeez, was your dad the narrator? You have the same voice.
I didn't Dream Phone, I don't think I ever played. I played Mauled Madness though.
Wow.
Which was a game where you had like a credit card swiper. Mousetrap, of course.
Oh, Mousetrap, yeah. Speaking of like Dream Phone, I didn't play that. I remember the commercials. But I remember my cousin had New Kids on the Block the dating board game. And you had to, I forget even how you play it, but you were competing to like date one of the New Kids on the Block. Moving on.
That's really bizarre.
Civilization 6 announced, coming out November 16th. Love it like a hater, meh.
I don't really care. I've never played a Civilization game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start now.
Right, especially not on the Switch. I feel like this is a PC, like RTSs are PC games.
I mean, it could work on the Switch. It does have a touch screen. I think people forget that.
Yeah. May as well. I don't play Civ 6. A few comments here. One Up John asks, when is Mr. Bucket coming to the Switch?
Now, see, that's a board game I would play.
Yeah.
Mr. Bucket.
Nintendo Null. Why did RGT just sound like King of the Hill?
God dang it, Bobby. Look, it's a fun. You ever play Chicken Limbo? Chicken Limbo's the one. Big fun.
Okay, that jingle like is bringing back memories, but I don't have a visual. But I remember the jingle.
It was literally just Limbo, except there was a chicken in the middle and you couldn't hit it. What about Don't Wake Daddy?
Don't wake Daddy. Yeah, you have to go around the bed and you have to hit the alarm clock.
Yeah.
And then there was Crocodile, the one where you have to pull the teeth out of the crocodile.
Oh,
that one didn't have a jingle, I think.
what was the name of that?
I don't know.
I gotta look it up now. It's gonna bother me.
Speaking of jingles, you know, one of the best one is probably Scruff McGruff's, because I still know that guy's mailing address by heart. Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Crocodile Dentist? I would have never guessed that was the name of it.
All right.
That's so weird.
And then Hungry Hippos was another big one. All right.
Oh, yeah.
More coverage from Starlink, showing off more of the Star Fox stuff. Like, I feel that Starlink's being advertised more heavily as a Star Fox title than as a standalone Starlink title at this point.
Yeah, nobody's gonna buy it on the other platforms if they have a Switch.
Mm-hmm. I love it. This is a game, I don't know. I feel it's not going to live up to my expectation, but it's pretty hype so far.
Yeah, I love it too. It looks awesome. Next month.
Yeah, very soon. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC was mentioned, which came out last week. Man, I don't have the game.
I never finished it, so the original game. But I hear it's good. I hear the DLC is really good. I know OJ is really.
I was just gonna say OJ is constantly going on about it. I do like that you can play the DLC separately, so it's kind of a good way to get into the game if you don't want to invest the whole thing.
And they also supposedly it like runs better now with that or something, or I don't know if they improved the whole game or if just that part was improved, something. But
that's weird. Next, also at the same time, they announced they talked about The World Ends With You Final Remix, which is coming out October 12th, same day as. It's not same day as anything. I don't know what I'm talking about. Love it like a hater, man.
I'm gonna find something that comes out October 12th. Video game releases. I don't. For me, it's. I'm not gonna play it because I played it and beat it on the DS many years ago, and I liked the game. I thought it was really unique, but I don't have time for it, so I don't really care.
Same. Made it to the boss. I never actually beat the game. I couldn't beat the final boss. So, but I don't want to go through it all over again. Then there was kind of a third party.
What day was this?
October 12th.
Okay, hold on.
What you got?
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
There you go. Warframe coming out November 20th. Love it like a hater, man.
Like it. It's a free game. I'll check it out.
It's man. Just Dance 2019, October 23rd.
Could care less.
Okay, moving on. FIFA 19, September 28th.
Fuck, man. I don't want to buy it, but I low-key want it. Like, I think it looks so much better than last year's game, like the off-screen gameplay footage that we've seen.
Yeah.
And I low-key like soccer games. I'll get it when it's on sale.
What is the economics of FIFA? Like, do they go on sale?
Yes.
Okay. Like, all right.
I could just be like Philip and plagiarize my review and not even have a copy. I bet he's done that.
What?
I'm pretty sure his FIFA review was plagiarized. That was
Right.
like one of the things that was found out.
Oh,
He ended up getting like 500, 600,000 views on that
oh,
review.
Shit.
Fuck, maybe I need to buy it. If I can get a fifth of that, if I can get 100K on that review, it'll be more than worth it.
Right. Uh, Team Sonic Racing coming out this winter. Love it like a hater, man.
Like it.
Wow.
I like Sonic Racing games.
Staying true to Sega, eh?
They're fun.
No, they're not.
Okay. The last one was good.
Okay, maybe the last one. I haven't played it.
The last one was really good, honestly.
This one is complicated. Like, you have to play with your teammates to get boosts and stuff. And it has the annoying, like, side characters cheering you on all the time and reminding you about stuff. It's just annoying. Next, NBA 2K19. Available now. Love it like a hater, man.
I like it.
Look at that. Did you review that?
Yes, I reviewed it on the channel. You guys were like the first fucking place to review it on the Switch.
I saw the video.
The video did pretty good. You guys got like 15,000 views on it.
Yeah. Good job, Brett. And they also announced NBA 2K Playgrounds 2 is coming out later this fall. Love it like a hater, man.
Like it. I like the first game. I'm curious to see how 2K's involvement will improve the game.
Wait.
But yeah, it's fun.
What was it before?
It was its own thing. It was done by Saber Interactive.
Okay.
The same people who did Shaq Fu, and then 2K picked it up as well, and then or not as well. 2K picked it up, and that's why the game was originally supposed to come out in May, and then it got delayed heavily.
Oh, this is
yes. Okay, hold on. Let's address Super Nerd.
Okay.
Yes, it has microtransactions, but I do not, as I state every year when I review the NBA 2K series, I did it last year, I did it this year, I do not play my career mode. I think it's a waste of time. I don't care about building my own character. I play basketball games to play as the players, to play as teams, to play as established individuals and classic teams. I could give a shit about my career mode. I actually only played my career mode for my review so that I could talk about it briefly in my review. I don't care about it. And I know tons of people get heavily invested in it, and it makes no sense to me because I play a basketball game to play as basketball teams.
So what are the micro?
Like everything, dude. Like cosmetics, improving your character. Like you can do it in
What do you mean
game,
improving your character? Like leveling them up?
Better stat. Yeah, like you can do it in game, but it just takes longer.
Yeah. That leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Were you done your rant? I didn't want to cut you off there.
I'm done.
All right. Next, Lego DC Supervillain, October 16th. Love it like a hair, man.
Don't care.
Don't care. He's over Lego. Have you played a Lego game ever?
Yeah, I used to play them.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You played the one on the Wii U. What was that one?
Oh,
with Chase McCain. Is it McCain?
Oh, Lego City Undercover. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
It's a Lego game.
Did that video get taken down? The Nintendo Enthusiast Mario DDR video I did long ago?
It should not have gotten taken down.
It probably should have gotten taken down.
Oh, that's the one where you do the jerk off moves, right?
The Jism dance and the penis peekaboo. But I reshot it and re-edited it, and then we re-uploaded it.
You know, we go back to our early videos, and there's some pretty humiliating stuff. Do you remember the indie corner where I get hosed down with the hose in slow motion?
Yes.
Yeah. We dabbled in some sketchier stuff to get started on the YouTubes.
I had strippers on.
You did. It was your third episode, I think.
No, it was much later than that. It was much later.
Maybe third month.
But yeah, I had some stripper friends.
How do you beat your nemesis on the channel who's beating you in quality? Throw a stripper on the channel.
I specifically remember when she came over and we were filming that, and she was like, "Where's your camera?" And I busted out my little webcam, and I was like, "Here it is." And she was like, "Your camera?" I was like, "Yeah."
Do you remember what week in review it is? I'm trying to find it right now.
Yeah, it's the Peter Molyneux said the Wii U isn't sexy.
Nintendo Enthusiasts Week in Review. Peter, is that gonna? Oh man, all I'm finding are these Nintendo Enthusiast reviews. On the thumbnail, there was the stripper, right?
Yes, she's holding the Wii U.
Peter, how do you spell his last name?
Um,
Yeah, the SEO buried it, man.
yeah, I found it. March 22nd, 2014.
Toss the link in the chat.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Mindfunk.
In a pretend scenario where Sean reviews NBA 2K19 for Nintendo enthusiasts, what would he give it? Would it be different than an RGT review? It would be different because I don't score games on my channel. I feel like I don't know. Some people do scores. I don't really do scores. I think I can convey what type of game it is because some games I play, they're not really games that maybe I like or genres that I like, but I can still appreciate that it's a good game.
Hello and welcome.
So if I had to give it a numerical score, probably an 8.5 around there.
I'm playing the video for everyone to see right now.
It's big guns.
She's only in it for
the
very
impressive
brief.
tech demo of
Yeah,
Mario versus
I'm
Donkey.
scanning the video for the part.
I was lucky enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Armillo's on here.
I did videos for Nintendo enthusiasts. That's where I got my start in I guess 2013, 14, end of 13, beginning of 14.
Oh my god, here it is.
Sexy. I beg to differ.
Don't shame me.
Here it goes.
I happen to think that the Wii U is a very sexy system. Look at the design. Look at the curves.
This is so bad.
Just look at it. What do you think?
What's the
viewers?
problem?
Do you think the Wii U is a
Remember
sexy
that we
system?
saw the
Please let us know in
viewership
the
spike?
comments.
Oh my god, you had her topless holding the
Finally,
Wii U
I
in
see
front of her
we're starting a
boobs.
bit of a revolution.
It's her idea. I miss that girl, man. She ended up like we were chilling or whatever, obviously, and then she ended up like marrying an army guy. That's what happens, dude. Where I used to live in North Carolina, like all the strippers would end up like getting with army guys. I guess because they had money.
And then remember you tried shortly after the stripper thing didn't work, you tried to bring on Janie, I think it was. You tried to have a co-host.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't really miss Jamie.
It lasted a
What are you talking about? It didn't work. What are the views on that video?
It was terrible. The audience retention was like,
What are the views?
you're like, what do you think, Janie? And she's like, I like video games. It was so bad.
I mean, what are the views on the Wii U isn't sexy video? That got over 5,000, I think.
You almost beat the first indie corner. Congrats.
Yeah, for the time that was pretty damn decent.
It was. But if you looked at audience retention, you saw a huge spike in views, like right at where she shows up.
Stripping with consoles should be a thing. I mean,
It pretty much is a thing.
sex sells,
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. We're really getting derailed here.
Yes, we are. Next up, Final Fantasy. Huge. Like, we'll just do it all at once.
Like it.
Just like it? No love?
Yeah.
All right, but let's talk about what it is first.
It's seven's
Oh,
involved.
7, okay. Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. So that was a GameCube title, right? Or a Wii
Yes.
title. Yes. So
No, GameCube.
okay, Crystal Chronicles coming out 2019. Then they're like, oh, you want some more? Here's Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, HD Master, whatever. September, that came out last week. Still want more? World of Final Fantasy Maxima, November 6th. Then Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, Everybody, comes out this winter. That's a remake of the Wii game that is like a dungeon crawler, which was actually in the Wii 100. It's pretty good. And then Final Fantasy 12, like,
It's a remake of the DS game.
oh, is it?
I think so.
No. They said Wii, the 2009 Wii game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry. All right. But then Final Fantasy 12 Remastered coming out 2019 out of nowhere, and they're like, oh, you like numbered Final Fantasy games? Has 7, 9, X, and X2 all next year. And what happens to 8? I guess we don't talk about 8.
No, you don't talk about 8.
No. I'm really curious what happened there. Oh, yeah, because they never bothered to remaster that one for some reason. Although, when did they remaster 9?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Love it. I'm kind of over my Final Fantasy crush, but for anyone who loves Final Fantasy, to have pretty much this much Final Fantasy coming to the Switch after its hiatus on a Nintendo console is just freaking phenomenal. I love it. I love the strategic value here.
Yes, I think it's. I knew it was coming because I made a video about.
Of course,
I made a video about it a week before it was announced because I had a sneaking suspicion. But yeah, I would say it's surreal to see Final Fantasy VII on a Nintendo platform, just because just because of the whole history with that. But yeah, super cool. I've never played Final Fantasy 12. I think it looks really good. So I'm going to play that one. I mean, it depends how they're priced. I might buy 7 just to have it, just to be, that guy. And who knows I haven't played that game in fucking 20, I guess it's been 20 years. So maybe I'll like it this time around.
Watch you love it.
No,
Watch you get the cloud wig, and you'll be carrying a Buster Sword everywhere.
No. But yeah, it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see Square Enix go from a blip to balls deep, for lack of a better term. So yeah,
you should develop the term RGT senses. When your RGT senses are tingling, then something's coming along.
Well, it's like that new Super Mario Bros. U. It's like, oh great, I'm glad they finally announced this so I can stop saying things. Yeah.
Okay, and last up, we had the last chunk, which was dedicated to Smash Brothers. First off, Switch Smash bundle coming out November 2nd, where you have a very cool, beautiful artwork on your Switch, and the Joy-Cons have the whole artwork that goes along with it. Love it like you hate it, man.
I don't care, but I mean that's cool for people who haven't picked up a Switch.
Yep. A lot of people are probably gonna sell their old dock just to get this and Joy-Con probably. Then Isabelle announced for Smash. Love it like you hate her, man.
Man, I don't care, but I like the way they did it. It was like a really good dick tease, and people were getting pissed, and then they were like, "All right, we'll finish you off here. We'll finish you off. We're not gonna blue ball you."
Good analogy. I guess it's accurate. Yeah, I really don't care about Isabelle at all. I'm sorry to the Animal Crossing fans. So I don't care about her being in Smash, and I don't care about Animal Crossing in 2019.
I would have liked Rossetti instead.
Yeah, I could have gone behind Rossetti. He's the angry guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have more personality. I don't know. Isabelle's just. I guess I don't know her. And Animal Crossing coming out into the Switch next year. Love it like Ader, man.
Love it. I think it's going to be awesome. I hope they improve upon the game, though. I feel like I know people. I've never played an Animal Crossing that gave me a feeling that the original on GameCube did, and I want to have that feeling again.
What feeling is it?
Just bewilderment and wonderment and wanting to keep playing it and wanting to explore it more and things like that.
Hang on, I have a song for you.
I won't hear it.
I know, but the others will. You know this from Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon?
REO Speedwagon. Can't fight this feeling anymore.
And I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Dun, 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 dun. This feeling any longer.
Wow, Nintendo Enthusiast gives Bastion a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Overall, this direct, love it like you hate it, man.
Probably my favorite direct, because I felt like there were surprises. I felt like there were things that people even though I had a damn good feeling, possibly maybe even a little insider information about the Final Fantasy stuff, I still didn't necessarily believe it, especially 7. But I felt like it would happen, and that still surprised me. Katamari, I was talking about Katamari on RGT News because they redid the patent, and I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it'll be, probably PlayStation 4, maybe Xbox One, probably PlayStation 4, and then for it to be a Switch exclusive on consoles was just holy shit. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of just good surprises, things we knew. Luigi's Mansion 3, the pacing of it was pretty solid. They only spent 4 minutes on the 3DS. I timed it. Very, very good. Very good.
This was an E3 caliber Nintendo Direct. It was
better than E3. It was way better than Nintendo's E3, in my opinion.
This year's E3, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen the E3 of last year. We've seen E3s with Nintendo Directs this meaty, and this is why I call it this is an E3 caliber of a direct. Of course, I understand that they want to do all Smash, focus on Smash, because this fall it's all about Smash. And if they had that direct in June, I don't think it would have had the same energy and hype than dropping it in randomly in September. So this is, this was the best they could have done. There was a lot of good stuff. The Switch Online could have been way better, but there's so many games. Like I said on Twitter, this is kind of the new PS2. In fact, they're re-releasing so many PS2 exclusives. It's kind of crazy. But the PS2 was an amazing console for the amount of games you had in its library and the diversity of games you had. And the Switch is really starting to become that platform where you can get anything you want. It's just great. And for anyone who's getting into gaming now, like if you've missed the last 10, 20 years of gaming, like this is the platform where you can do it all. It's really crazy to see.
Hopefully it just keeps getting better as well.
For sure. All right, now it's time for the lightning round. I need to insert lightning sound effects still. And we're back. So this is the segment where we take your topics, questions, comments, anything for the last 15, 10 minutes of the show, whatever we have left. So let us know. What's on your mind? What do you guys think? What do you think of Switch Online? What do you think of Sean drinking water? What do you think of anything going on in your life? Someone actually asked earlier about the Onimusha series. That's getting rebooted, isn't it?
The first game's getting a remaster. Comes out in December in Japan, January here. But I think I'm gonna get it from Japan because Japan has a physical.
That's on Switch?
Yeah, Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember I picked up that trilogy just as the PS2 was dying, and I played the first two. Great series. I don't know how well it aged, but we'll see with a remaster how that looks. Will we ever see a Monkey Ball revival? Asks Mindfunk. Probably. Sean?
Isn't there a game that's coming out that's pretty much like the spiritual successor?
Really?
Oh no, I think that's the spiritual successor, like Marble Madness. I mean that's in Sega's court. Sega has been very fan friendly lately, though, so hopefully, because I think that would be fun.
Oh, this is a good one from Kat. What do you guys think of Assassin's Creed Odyssey coming to Switch in Japan as a streaming only?
So weird. I just want it stateside. I don't see why nobody gives a shit about Assassin's Creed in Japan. It doesn't sell in Japan. Nobody's gonna buy it in Japan.
It's a very strange market to test. Like, is the internet that much more reliable there or something? What's
smaller?
A smaller market?
Yeah.
I don't know. So what do we think? I think if Assassin's Creed can't run on a Switch and this is the way around it, it's really interesting that they can do that, and it's interesting that they're actually marketing it somewhere. But I wish that they would open it up to North America. Maybe they're thinking it would just bring too much hate and it's too big of a risk right now. So they test it on a market where Assassin's Creed probably doesn't sell that much. We could probably see this if it's successful. If this really is a test, I wouldn't be surprised to see this come out in Q1 of 2019, stateside, North America.
No, the bullshit, because they didn't bring over Resident Evil.
What did they do?
They didn't bring over Resident Evil, which was the Cloud Edition.
Oh no, they left that in Japan.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a precedent, but that's another company, so who knows? Ubisoft, they like the Nintendo. Call of Duty Battle Royale. I was gonna say COD, but then Call of Duty Battle Royale. Worthy contender to Fortnite. Is it a PUBG killer? Some people are saying that this blackout mode is going to be a PUBG killer, and Sean says yes. Elaborate, sir.
I think PUBG's already on its way out to begin with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's gonna hurt them. They're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
They dipped below the 1 million player mark like the first time in forever.
It took,
People think Fortnite's going to be affected. I don't think Fortnite will be affected.
they're very different crowds. PUBG took way too long to. I don't know what they were doing, but like I feel they took too long to get a hold of what they had. They had a very hot market a year ago, and then they lost that momentum to Fortnite when they really didn't need to, because the games were, they were so separate. I'm not saying I have the answers, but PUBG dropped the ball, and now the bigger boys are in their court and they're going to get bounced out. Trailon's Realm asked, what are the odds of physical releases for Final Fantasy VII 9X since Crystal Chronicles won't and FF12 will?
They may do like a collection after they individually release.
Right. So just look at the way that it was presented. Like, they got emotional in that direct. They played the slow, emotional music. Even the narrator's voice went like deep and sad. They know people have an emotional connection to Final Fantasy, and they would be stupid not to release a collector's edition of some sort, because that's going to sell like hotcakes. People are going to buy it on nostalgia alone. And Square Enix is known to do a lot of physical stuff, so I would expect it to come out.
Day one?
I think they'd be a little bit stupid not to do it day one. Like, that's when your marketing's out there. That's when people are talking about it. Yeah. And they don't have a release date right now, so they can actually line it up. Like, they've seen the amount of hype that their announcement caused. Now that we're heading to the last quarter, what is your guys' game of the year so far?
Right now, it's Spider-Man. But, I mean, there's a lot of good shit coming out.
I thought you were, like, doing this on camera.
Just stretching. Spider-Man, I got to give a nod to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I fucking love that game. But, yeah, Spider-Man's got to be in contention. God of War has to be in contention. Smash Brothers is obviously going to be in contention. But, yeah, I'd say, if I had to choose today, I would say Spider-Man.
I'm right there with you. Well, I haven't played God of War, so I can't properly appraise that one. Spider-Man, I feel, offered something new, created something incredible. Whereas Smash, it's going to be great, it's going to be polished, but it's something good that's been polished more. Whereas Spider-Man was something kind of fresh and new, and I think that deserves more recognition than an improved upon game franchise. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that came out this year that really struck me as an oh my god. The Messenger, though, but not Game of the Year.
Yeah, that's a good game.
What else we got here? One Up John says, that's true regarding Assassin's Creed. It's not a big deal in Japan, but they have better internet speeds. Right. Super Nerd says, I think they're trying how Cloud can run on Switch. Is that a pun? You guys are going pretty fast here. Moa says, hey Jay, is Final Fantasy VII getting a physical on the Switch? That would be so funny if it does. If you're referring to the history between Nintendo and Final Fantasy VII, yes, it would. It'd be very funny. It'd be funnier if what was the console at that time? The N64, right?
Yes.
It'd be funny if the collector edition was an N64 cart of Final Fantasy VII. Rest in peace, PUBG, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 cloud version for Switch. I wonder if we're going to see Call of Duty on Switch next year, because the Call of Duty cycle is about 3 to 4 year development.
Yeah.
You think we will?
I'm surprised we didn't see it this year.
Nah, fair. Mindfunk says, any thought on Netflix's Witcher?
No, but it's interesting.
Same. I'm not a big enough fan of The Witcher to get excited about it, because I couldn't get into it. Someone said hotcakes is right. That expression, selling like hotcakes. Did you know a hotcake is basically a pancake? Why do I feel like we've talked about this before?
I feel like we have,
yeah.
But
I've never seen pancakes sell quickly or a lot.
I mean, it just depends.
Depends on what?
How good the pancakes are, or the hotcakes.
They can never be as good as a waffle. We have
No,
had
that's
this
tough.
conversation.
That's tough.
We've had this conversation.
Like I love both, but a homemade pancake versus a homemade waffle, a pancake will win, in my opinion,
Well, I
if it's
mean,
made properly.
Well, you need a machine regardless for a waffle. Like I feel that always takes away from the homemade feel.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah. If I go homemade though, you go with the crepe because then the crepe is like the pancake.
Okay, you French fuck.
But then you can put all the waffle toppings inside it and wrap it up.
And then you wrap it too tight because you got Dominicans and not Cubans, and then
The hell are you talking about? What?
Seinfeld.
What?
Did you ever see this? So there's a Seinfeld episode, and we have to wrap this up because I'm about to piss my pants. Too much water. So Kramer wants Cuban cigars. He can't get Cuban cigars. He hires a bunch of people to make him Cuban cigars, but they're Dominicans, and so he ends up getting caught. He gets the Dominicans a job in a restaurant, and they roll the crepes too tight because that's the difference between the Dominicans and the Cubans when it comes to like rolling the cigars.
Oh.
And so like people are like going into the crepes and they're just squirting them in the eyes, and they're like, oh, the Dominicans, they rope it too tight.
Okay. Last question for tonight. Things you learned on this show. I talked about going to McDonald's and eating. Oh yeah, the McDonald's breakfast, and they don't have pancakes anymore. That's what I was complaining about. Gadget, aren't hotcakes and pancakes the same thing? Apparently they are. So, Super Nerd, I highly doubt Call of Duty coming to Switch. And
I like how you say last question and you fucking take three in a row.
These are comments. Your bladder can hold it. And,
oh my god.
Okay, fine. We'll wrap it up. What can people expect from you this week, sir?
Tomorrow, tonight I put up a Nintendo DS Hidden Gems video. You guys should check that out. It's pretty good. There's probably some games you don't know about on there. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at the Capcom Beat 'em Ups collection. There will be a giveaway in that video as well. Probably run it for about 2 weeks, maybe a week. I'll probably do a week. And we're also going to take a look at Nintendo Switches Online tomorrow. Wednesday there'll be an RGT News, and then that's just fuck me. I got to find my SNES Classic because I need to find that tonight because I had the Classic to Magic, which lets you play your Super Nintendo cartridges on your SNES Classic, and I can't find my SNES Classic.
I can see the piss in your eyes.
Yeah.
For me, just, send a thought my way. I'm getting into the EGLX crunch time. For those who don't know, that's Canada's biggest video game expo, and this year we're expecting 50,000 people to show up. We're about under 6 weeks away, and this is causing so much stress, but that's my baby. I'm not doing videos right now because I'm focused on putting this huge convention on. If you're anywhere in Canada or around Ontario, make sure to come out. It's at the end of October. You can always check out eglx.ca if you want more information about that. It's going to be a crazy show. And if you can't make it, the main stage stuff, which is kind of by my design, I'm really involved there. It's all going to be streamed on Destructoid, on Escapist, on Daily Esports. So you guys are going to be able to kind of see what I've been working on through those streams. So with that, I think we have a special guest planned for you guys on Sunday joining us on the podcast. We've got, I'm going to confirm with him, but I think we have the YouTuber Kadikarus joining us this coming Sunday. You know who he is?
It's pronounced Kadakarus, I think.
I don't know.
He's friends with Gilly. That's all I know about
yeah,
him.
he goes to too many games all the time. Yeah, so I think he'd be our first 1 million subscriber YouTuber on
He's
here.
got 1 million subscribers?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck, can that motherfucker shout me out?
No.
Why?
You gotta shout me out a little bit more.
I need more.
And so we're gonna see that. He's a good guy. I had him at EGLX in March, and he's agreed to come and do that. He's in the UK though, so we're gonna have to move the show a bit earlier. So this Sunday it's probably gonna be at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so that he's not talking to us at like 3 a.m. his time or whatever.
That's nap time. All right, that's fine. I'll agree to anything right now as long as I can go pee.
All right, we'll see you on Sunday. Until then, keep it classy, or as Sean would say,
Keep it classy.